All right, so this weekend's agenda, I've got a couple of projects, one main project, and then a couple side projects, which are actually quite important. So, I've got some lumber here. Wife has requested that I make a shoe rack, actually two of them. I think I can complete one fully this weekend. I'll get the other one cut up. Well, we'll see how it goes, but that's gonna be my main project. And then out in the garden, I'm gonna fill one of the garden beds and I'm gonna get some more seeds planted. So, yeah, come on along.
I'm going to make this part short. You don't need to watch me mix soil and fill a garden bed every single video that I make. But I did do a hugelkultur-esque kind of mixture with the wood chips versus chunks of, like logs and sticks and things like that. I don't know if this will work. It might break down, might be too much organic matter. We'll see how it goes.
I have a lot more lumber than I actually need. It's for two projects, two kind of shoe shelf type projects for our master closet that was requested by my wife. I'm going to do the one today, hopefully finish it tomorrow by painting. It's just going to be straight 2x4s, three 2x4s on the top, three on the bottom for a second tier, and then sides. So it will be six total pieces that are 45 inches long, and then it's going to be four pieces that are 5 inches long, and four pieces that are 13 inches long as well. The 5 inch pieces as well as the 13 inch pieces are going to make up like a square or a rectangle side, and then I'm going to use pocket holes to secure top shelf, bottom shelf, and then the sides together. So it's going to be 48 inches in length, 12 inches in depth, and 13 inches in height. So I'm going to get cutting. I'll record it. I don't know how much of the detail I'll be putting into it, especially with the cutting. It'll be probably a quick montage. There's only so much that you can watch, so come along. All right, got all the pieces cut up. They're not the rough lengths, they're actual full lengths now. So I just want to show you kind of what I was trying to explain. Sometimes I don't do the best in the video, but we're gonna have these sides. That's gonna be sitting an inch up there. That will be there. Do pocket holes to secure these pocket holes in each of those going into there. And then the large 2x4, you're going directly into the top here, and then there's going to be 3/4 spacing, which in theory should bring us right to the edge with a little bit of gap all the way across, and then end up painting it. I think it'll look pretty good. It's definitely not fine luxury furniture, but this is my first time building one of these, and so it's just kind of a fun project to get a feel for it before I commit to something that costs a lot more. I don't know if this is good or not, but these are so close together because of how short this piece of wood is. We'll see how this works. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the...
I really wanted to use these clamps to help keep things square. They're for cabinets, I believe, but I find out that they're not wide enough, at least the clamp portion isn't, so they won't work for this. They work for other applications, but not this one specifically, unfortunate. I ended up using a multitude of clamps. They served their purpose and got the job done. Not ideal.
Not too bad. We'll get some of this cleaned up here. On the top, we'll get some paint on it. But I mean, overall, I think it's decent. It'll look a lot better with paint. I'm happy with it. The other shelf I'm gonna make is gonna be a little bit more complex, but yeah, this one will do. All right, gonna work on getting these holes right here all spackled in. I have the same do on the other side. I don't think I'm gonna take care of the bottom ones. Maybe these ones, but definitely not underneath here. But hopefully go quick, then I can sand them in about an hour, I guess, because it's really hot in here. Probably should take care of these two, just so it doesn't look sloppy. Shouldn't, half-ass it. All right, let's get this sanded. Use this high hiding white Royal brand, which I don't know what that is, but it's a low VOC. That's what I liked about it. And it's interior paint and primer all in one. Hopefully I can do one coat and not have to do two, but we'll see.
Here's the finished product. It's not in its final resting place, but it turned out well. By far from perfect, but it's going to be very functional, and my wife's happy, so that's the important thing. Appreciate you watching.